Alright. This is gonna be the third video. I don't even know if the second one uploaded. I haven't made one of these in a bit because the weather's been really bad and I don't want to drive not focused. Like it's been really shitty. Today, the agenda. It is Sunday. SBD Sunday. Squat, bench, deadlift. Do I care about any of these? Not really. But they're fun. And they make me feel good about myself when I do good. But they are not good for muscle building whatsoever. Well, squats are really good. Bench is okay. Deadlifts don't do much. But you ever see a guy with a big squat? He's just a tank. Like every guy with a big squat, I'm like, holy shit. Look at the quads on that guy. Look at the fucking arms, the back. You know, squat uses the entire body. It's the only lift that does. You know, if you ask any like heavy squatter, their cues aren't, you know, get under the bar, push as hard as I can with my legs. No, they're bracing their core, they're tightening their chest, they're pulling their elbows down, they're pulling the bar into their back, they're rounding their back, they're exploding with their hips, they're shooting the hips out a little bit. You know, it really is just the most volatile movement on the body. That's why it's done first. Am I gonna do squats today first? I don't know. I need to stop. I need to pick up some carbs. I'm probably gonna just get a tea. You know, I want something that can hit me fast. I already got stuff in my system. I made some eggs, some sausage, and cheese. So, plenty of fats, plenty of protein. But, you know, I'm going straight to the gym. I gotta stop. I'm gonna warm up my hips when I'm there. And then I'm gonna get right into it. I might film it. I might actually post that. You know, I do have to squat. Now I got 2 screws in my ankle. I have to squat with a plate underneath me because my ankle doesn't have the mobility to actually get down. You know, I've tried all the fucking band work, you know, extend the hips out, you know, knee over toe, but like I hit a wall, man. Like as soon as my knee gets past something, my heel has to lift off the ground or else my ankle just can't let me. But I can go down with my right one and I can go down another 3 inches. So then I end up squatting lopsided and it's just not fun. I feel like an unk right now, by the way. In the fucking leather jacket, jeans, boots. Fucking, I got an AirPod in here somewhere. I have to find that. Fucking, I hope it's just not on the ground somewhere. But yeah, I need that for my lifts. I don't really, you know, you don't need music to lift, but it definitely makes it better. Fucking all the noise, all the people talking, every distraction. I love lifts alone. Like it's just dialed in. I have my music. Like it's nice having a buddy, you know, a gym bro. It really is, but if they're not matching your intensity, it's just not worth it. I'd rather do it myself and find someone who makes, you know, who just kind of messes up what I'm planning. You know, if I go in the gym and today I have, like, let's say I have an upper day plan. My plan, well, what I normally do is I normally do chest, triceps, shoulders. I pose down. I want to see what I look like with the pump. You know, I'm not at a lean enough body fat percentage where I can hit an entire upper day, pose down, and I'll feel like my entire body is pumped. No, I have too much on me. I'll go hit the entire upper day, and let's say I started with chest. My chest isn't going to be pumped at all. But my chest, I'm probably not going to be able to feel my chest. It's going to feel like I hit another workout. But I'm not going to because that's not good for my recovery. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. You know, you can train, you can hit chest every day. You can bench press every day. And everyone asks, how are you building muscle? That's not good. If you bench press for 1 hour a day, every day, what do you think is going to happen the other 23 hours of the day? If you don't get stronger, if you don't put on any mass, like obviously, short term, you're going to be weak. You're going to be fatigued. Your body isn't going to be able to readily do that every day, but it's going to get used to it. It's going to be like, hey, if I'm getting this much protein, I'm getting this many carbs, and you know, you have your routine, and you're doing your proper training, proper recovery, you're getting enough sleep, you're not relying on caffeine, you're not overhyping yourself every single time you do it. You know, as long as you don't get your adrenaline going constantly, I guess, you'll recover the other 23 hours of the day, every day. You know, like fucking, you know how much a bench press could explode if all that you did was bench press? I'm not talking about like optimal recovery, don't overtrain. I'm talking about literally all that you do is bench press. It's gonna go up another fucking 25 pounds. But you shouldn't do that. It's really not healthy. It's not good for your overall recovery. You know, even for powerlifting, there's a reason why they schedule in blocks. But the 120-pound kid going to Planet Fitness on the Smith machine, hitting chest every day, of course you're going to grow your chest. Assuming he's getting proper nutrition and rest. Deadlifts. I like deadlifts a lot. I got my belt. I need to use wrist straps. I don't know. It's deadlifts. I like deadlifts. Deadlifts are fun. You know, like good deadlifts, you can really just feel your back pumped. You can feel your legs pumped. You can feel your glutes firing. You know, like you kind of just feel like a tank. And you know when you have that shit. You know when you have that shit on lock. But you grab the bar and you pull it up and you're like, holy shit, yeah. That shit was light. It just feels so amazing. I'm going after hours today. My buddy is already there. He's the one who wants us to do SVD Sundays. I don't really care. I just want to get lean. Tired of being a fat fucking chug. I'm going 70 miles an hour. I was wondering why today felt like it was going for a faster drive. I'm gonna try and get a return video. No promises though. How's my old boss? I don't care. Oh, this motherfucker's going exactly the speed limit. Fuck. I'm really hoping, you know, because all these movements use your core. I'm really hoping that as I lean out, I'll be able to see exactly, like, with these movements, how well I do. Because right now, like, whenever I brace for deadlifts and squats, I have a belt on. That belt is fucking sticking out so far because of my gut. If I lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, I'm not buying a new belt. I'm not doing that. I'm really hoping that I can just work my core enough where I have like a natural brace strong enough for me to keep using. I'm gonna have to take a detour today to Sheets, and I'm leaving my phone in here recording. I'm gonna post that because I don't like editing. I do not like green eggs and ham. Dude, you don't have to go exactly 45. This is why you drive a Subaru and you're a lesbian. Oh, you're going 5 under. I'm going to do cardio after. That's the plan. I feel pretty good. You know, diet has been going down, but you feel so much better just cutting, not having so much digestion. You don't realize how much energy you use digesting stuff. Like, you just feel bloated and you feel gross. Tomorrow, Monday, what do I have planned? I'm gonna you know, this is gonna use a lot of my body. The overall CNS fatigue is gonna be high. I still want to go to the gym. You know, I go to the gym every day. I don't have anything else to do. I enjoy it. I love it. I wouldn't do anything else. Honestly, I'm probably gonna hit legs. I don't like hitting legs. They make me feel sore the day after. Well, I guess if my legs feel sore in the morning, I'm not gonna hit legs. I'm gonna hit chest. I can definitely see that my chest is not fully built. You know, I'm definitely going for the more aesthetic look. So I haven't been training lower pec. I've been doing a lot of incline work. I've been doing a lot of flies, which I do high-lows. And I do them in like a pressing motion. I'm driving with the world's biggest idiots in front of me, and I hate this. I'm debating, do I get an energy drink, a tea, or some quick carbs? Because I really haven't had many carbs today. I'll do... Oh, first I'll check the calories, check the macros, see what I can and can't have. Alright, parked in front of the dumpster. I'll be back. Rice Krispie treat. Arizona sweet tea. Both carbs. I'll actually eat the Rice Krispie treat on my way to the gym. And then the tea is carbs during the lift. I want to eat this a little bit before I lift because my body needs time to digest it. You know, if I were to eat a fucking potato, I'm gonna need like an hour before I actually have carbs pumping through my system. If I were to have some rice or some pasta, that could take a little bit over an hour either way. But this is sugar and, you know, I don't know if I can know, rice. This is gonna hit me pretty much immediately. This is basically sugar water. It's gonna hit me immediately. You know, I might have that 10 minutes before I lift. And that might be too soon. You know, all that that's gonna do is it's gonna give you a really good pump right when you start lifting. And then 30 minutes in, you're gonna be like, damn, I lost my pump, I feel like shit, I don't really want to be here anymore. And then you leave. Not me though. I'm not you. I'm me. Thankfully, I'm going after hours today. I've had to deal with lots of people recently, and it's not that I don't mind people when I lift. It's that I mind too many people when I lift. If I have to look around, I have to see which machine I can use. If I have to see who's on what. I don't go to a very big gym. There's not a lot of equipment. You know, that changes. What I do can change depending entirely on if there's an old dude on the machine I want and he's just not letting me work in. Which, what am I gonna do about that? Yell at him? Can't do that. Fuck, that might be too much. It's way too sweet. I don't really know what else to talk about. Normally the video's done 5 minutes before this. There's a dude walking. Good for you, man. Look, you're gonna go rob a place. He's also not wearing pants. They were making a joke. I'm humorous. Like the bone. I'm aiming to hit 315 today. Deadlift, anything above 5 plates, I don't really care. 550 right now is the next goal. But I can pretty reliably hit 5 plates, and I'm okay with that. You know, every deadlift day where I've deadlifted, I can hit 5 plates. It's not really anything unachievable. Squat, Squat, I'm happy just having an okay squat above 315 right now. I'm gonna be honest, I don't squat. It's just a lot. And every time I squat with someone else, move the plate out the way. Bitch, use your fucking turn signal. You didn't see that. I also lift with everyone taller than me. And I'm not even that short. I'm like just about 6 foot, give or take, depending on when I wake up, what time of the day it is. But I'm friends with giants. The guy I'm lifting with today is 6'2". My boy Daniel is like 6'5", I want to say. The average height is like, I think the shortest one out of us is 5'8", and he is definitely the outlier. Alright. At the gym, ending the video because I don't know what else to talk about. I'm gonna hit a crazy lift today. Probably gonna film it.